We are live. What is up, everyone? The NBA season is in the books. Welcome in the C Sports Show. What is up, C? How you doing, bro?
Hey man, what's up, man? Man, NBA's over. We're here to recap the whole 2021 season, preview the next year, free agency, the draft. Let's go, man. Haven't been live for a week, literally. So let's go. We should have good energy tonight. Not a lot of things going on. Obviously, first night with no NBA of the next 3 months. So hopefully we get a good I was about to type NBA.com. What a pendejo. Instead of C for my to read my live stream.
Going to the
All right,
source,
ladies and
bro.
gentlemen. What up,
See, let
Cody's
me ask
already
you,
here. What
man.
up, Cody? Oh, what the
Okay.
hell? We got breaking news. Apparently, CM Punk has signed with AEW. Is that legit? I don't know. What up, Mick? How you doing, man? Hey, crazy mofo, man. We haven't seen you since the Fillmore administration. How you been doing, man? There's been a APB looking out for you. Let's get CP3 and get him. Hey, man, what up, crazy mofo? What up? You saw his press conference. He was salty as fuck. He was like, well, the plan was to get a ring this year and join LeBron and Dwayne Wade and make fun of Carmelo Anthony all summer long. And now I'm going to be with his ass. He was literally mad because of that. I'm like, dude, you should be worried about winning a championship. Forget about who has a championship and who doesn't. Ugh.
I didn't see that, man, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a press. I saw it on TikTok. I think that's where I saw it on TikTok. Did you see the coach went to the?
My bad, dude. Go for it.
Monty Williams went to the locker room. Yeah. Okay. Mercedes retired. Apparently, according to Mick, there's a rumor going on that Mercedes has taken all of his social media White Sox stuff away, and he plans to retire. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That guy was a rookie of the year candidate back in April and May, and now he's about to retire. It's amazing. Tony La Russa fucked him up, man. With when he swung at that 3-0 pitch and hit a home run, he got mad at him.
Dude, that's crazy.
He mentally fucked him up.
I mean, the dude is a 270 major league hitter. Why is he going to retire? That's insane.
Yeah, he's only 27, 28. He should, if anything, just ask for your release or for a trade or get a fresh start. I don't know. I think he's exaggerating a little bit too much. I think LeBron James cursed the Suns at Game 5. Man, Chris Paul's like the Phillip Rivers of NBA. It's a combination of choking and getting hurt. He did have the broken ligaments in the hand. And that guy, I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to win a championship. Hey, what up, Marianne? How you doing, ma'am? He said he wants to step down from baseball. Yeah. Yeah, what a crazy story. A potential rookie of the year runner-up the first 2 months of the season, and now going to retire at 27, 28. It's amazing. I thought he was going to be like the next he kind of looked like a right-hander version of Prince Fielder, a fat ass, kind of small but very a meatball, two-legged meatball with a lot of power. I'm like, this guy's going to be like a Prince Fielder, but from the right side of the plate. And now he's retired. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I hope everything's okay with him, his family, or I don't know. That's fucking crazy fucking story.
Mental, man. Mentally, man. Baseball's one of if any sport you have to be strong mentally, it's baseball. And he's probably, at the moment at least, he's not mentally strong. Yeah, Marianne. I make videos. I pump up videos sometimes 2 to 3 a day. So you guys check them out. But yeah, live streaming I really stopped. But yeah, also join the Discord because we do watch parties on Discord. We were on there on Monday watching the Giants and the Dodgers. So join the Discord because we do watch parties. Possibly we'll do another one on Friday because my parents I think are leaving for a party. So I might be alone home. So I might do another one on Friday possibly. So stay tuned.
There you go.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna announce them during the day, so I don't catch you guys by surprise when I go on Discord. But yeah, go look for that. Now Bucks fans can chant Bucks in 6 all they want. Exactly, mofo. Now they're winners. To be honest, I was expected the Bucks to win championship before the finals. Really, size does matter after all. Yeah, it does. Giannis, man, he can't really shoot, but he's driving it up. He's like a modern day Shaq. It's like Shaq. Skinny Shaq with athleticism. It's crazy. Hey, I read that Westbrook. There's a lot of reports going on, Marianne, that they're either going to go for Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul this summer. Potentially use Dennis Schroeder as a trading piece for a signing trade. So if they fucking trade Dennis Schroeder for Chris Paul, the Suns might go back to pendejo mode. Hey, crazy mofo, you know me, man. We don't, we can party in Discord, buddy, like we did that one time. Remember when we all expose our faces? But yeah, stay tuned for the Discord. I'll maybe do one tomorrow or Friday. We'll see. Obviously, all baseball because obviously that's the only thing on at least until September.
Yep. So the game. Yeah, my bad.
Next year, probably not, Marianne. They look like a one and done situation. They look like the Miami Heat of last year, unfortunately.
Yeah, dude, they got really lucky to be in the finals, honestly, because of the injuries and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
I feel bad for Devin Booker, Sports Show, because I think he really tried to win at all costs, and I think his team let him down, bro.
Yeah, I think he was too green for the moment. They let them out there on a fucking Iceland. For some reason, Monty Williams never want to do the wall strategy. That's what Toronto did 2 years ago to eliminate them in the Eastern Conference Finals. You build the wall and you force Giannis to beat you with his jump shot. They never wanted to do that. They maybe they like size. I don't know. With Dario Saric getting hurt, they were really lacking size. I don't know, but their strategy versus to defend Giannis was terrible. I thought. They were, I don't know what they were thinking, living Ethan there on Iceland guarding Giannis the whole series. You guys need a Lillard or Chris Paul? Well, there's been some talks. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's been some talks about possibly trading Anthony Davis or Damian Lillard. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's been some talk about it. Did you think the referees called the game fair or on both sides during the whistle? Yeah, that's been a whole thing, right? Because of that one guy, Foster, right? That he's Chris Paul is now, I think, 0-14 or whatever it is when Scott Foster's the referee. So that was something that was talked a lot about yesterday. That, but the NBA, they had to send the referee because if I think he was already assigned to do Game 3 and Game 6, and if you switch it, you're telling Chris Paul, you're right, this referee's screwing you up. So the NBA is never going to admit that. So that's why you have to keep sending the referee, even though it's kind of fishy that Chris Paul's like 0-14 when Scott Foster's a referee in the playoffs.
Right. And they did talk before the game. They were talking.
Yeah, they had a long conversation before the game, Chris Paul and Scott Foster.
And I kind of think the game was called a little bit fairly in the final game. Obviously, every call the Bucks get, it's like blown out of proportion because of home crowd, right? Like the home crowd has a lot of influence on the TV viewer. But I mean, I thought it was a fairly called game. I don't have an issue with the refs. Me
neither. I thought it was fine. I thought the biggest story was Giannis. Even Chris Paul said after the game, we had them 2-0, and then Giannis went bananas on us. Like that's what happened. He basically said it himself.
Bro, that first quarter, man, he scored 10 points in that first quarter. That's insane.
He pretty much carried them because, like, what? Middleton Holiday didn't even get to 20 points. Like, he pretty much carried them.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised Suns did not build a wall. Yeah, me too, Marianne. I couldn't believe it.
Jazz? What's up, Kobe?
What a stubborn by Monty Williams to just keep having Ethan on him. Yankees blew a 5-2 lead, and now they could win it in the bottom of the night. The Yankees, man. I think they're only 4 games back of the wild card, though, so they might have a chance. I know they could get maybe Anthony Rizzo or something. I don't know. We'll see. When the Suns went on the run in the second quarter, they should have kept doubling or tripling. Yeah, exactly. Build that wall, just like Nick Nurse did in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors. He built that wall. Now, he had more big bodies. He had Marc Gasol, Serge Ibaka, Pascal Siakam, even Kawhi Leonard. He had more. That was the thing with the Suns, that they really lacked size, especially once Dario Saric got hurt. But still, you could have done something with it. Chris Paul even said it after game 2 or 3. He's like, we got to build a wall for this motherfucker.
Right. And Drew Holiday missed a lot of shots. So if they would have built that wall, I mean, you had to
Yeah,
rely on Drew Holiday to knock down threes, and he was kind of
yeah,
cold the whole fucking game.
yeah. I don't know why Monty Williams never wanted to build that wall. You saw Miami did it last year. You saw Toronto did it 2 years ago. It works. I don't know why they didn't want to do it. Bucks are champs, of course, Kobe. Of course, Jazz.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy. Scott Foster, the curse of the Chris Paul.
that's what's up.
It's amazing, man. 11-14. It's crazy. In the morning, Giannis got 50. Yeah, you guys. That was another one on TikTok. There was a video on TikTok about Giannis going to McDonald's and getting 50 chicken nuggets. That was
Really?
hilarious.
He must have been like, give me 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me 50.
51, not 39, 50. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Oh man.
I really feel like this was a must-win series for Giannis in order for him to be in the same level of his. Yeah, well, they're not his idols, I don't think. Especially Steph Curry, they don't have nothing in common. They're completely day and night, Steph Curry and Giannis. But yeah, I think it's his league right now, just like it was Kawhi's league in 2019 when he won. Then LeBron took it back last year. Right now, it's Giannis' league. We'll see if Kevin Durant or LeBron answer the bell next year. Kawhi's probably going to get in the picture because of the Terry ACL. So
this is kind of what I think about Giannis.
LeBron and Durant.
This is what I kind of think about Giannis' sports show. I kind of think that he knows how important it is to win the championship, not just get there, because of all the slander that LeBron gets, right?
Yeah.
LeBron gets a lot of hate because he's lost so many championship games. And Jordan's on another pedestal because he never lost. So remember, bro, Giannis was hurt. He had that hyperextension knee. Didn't even finish the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep.
So my point is like it's a legacy building huge, bro, because 2-time MVP, NBA champion, 26 years old. It's just he's a step above LeBron right now, in my opinion, in terms of where his trajectory.
LeBron did not win the finals until he was 27, so he even won it a year earlier than LeBron. So, and LeBron, it took him 3 tries to win it. This one in 1 year younger, and in his first try.
Exactly, bro. And also the way that
join the Lakers.
The way that he won the last game, bro. Okay, like he won game 6 and it was like all on him. Bro, he had 50 freaking points. Yeah. The last time someone did that C Sports Show was Michael Jordan, like to win the championship, right? The last time someone dropped 50 to win the championship was Jordan against the Jazz. So that's like legacy right there. You know what I mean?
And the thing is that he keeps doing it just by driving in. Not a lot of obviously 3-pointers. It's literally just driving in. It's amazing. It's not like Steph Curry where, okay, he's going to shoot like 5 to 10 3-pointers and get it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. Yes, money. There it is. I'm stepping aside from baseball. I just got the notification from Mercedes that he's retiring. Wow.
Dude,
that's crazy.
Sucks, I wonder what the heck's going on, bro.
We'll have to look more into it once we get off here. Chris Paul will try to join Lakers. That's a rumor going on that the Lakers are going either for Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul this summer. We'll see. Do y'all think you think super teams in the league are like pendejos for trying to win a title? It works, but Giannis proved it today. It doesn't. Yesterday, you can win. You know, San Antonio didn't really build a dynasty. They just have drafted and developed. So you can do it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, the Bucks maybe win another 1 or 2, so it gets really people to realize, hey, we don't need to build a super team. We can just draft and develop. Especially with Giannis, like I said, we talk about this 3-point era. The guy's not a 3-point shooter, and he's still winning. And the guy who should be the most motivated at this, and he should be inspired, should be Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons should watch this and say, like, hey, man, if he can do it, I can do it. Like, they should airplane free throws. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking 2-time league MVP and a fucking 1-time NBA champion. So if this doesn't inspire Ben Simmons to be great, I don't know what will. Might as well pull up Mercedes and retire too. Giannis was best player. Yeah, exactly. Giannis was by far the best player. At least Giannis stick with the Bucks instead of joining. Exactly. Harden and Blake Griffin are pissed that Giannis won a ring first. Yeah, all of the Nets fans, they're still going back to that Game 7 where Durant had his foot over the 3-point line. They're still pissed off about it. You're right. Ben Simmons could learn. Yeah, Ben Simmons. I mean, if this doesn't motivate him and inspire him to at least be more aggressive and attack the hole and not be afraid to occasionally shoot 3-pointers and go to the free throw line, I don't know what will. You saw this guy airballs the fucking shots, and he still goes back and shoots them again. He don't care. He even said, if this is the last time I ever helped hoist this trophy, it's fine with me. Like, the guy is so, like, laid back and loose. Like, he don't care. Like, that's why I think he's so good. He's just, like, a lot of guys, like, play with a lot of pressure. But Giannis looks like a really laid back guy.
Right. And maybe, like, Philly needs Bobby Portis, bro. That's what the Sixers need, bro. A psychopathic motherfucker on the court, bro, because the whole freaking arena, man, when this guy makes a shot,
they love
like,
Bobby
the decibels go crazy.
They love him. Chicago Bulls may have a good offseason. Hopefully, dude, you guys need to get that shit back up. You guys, that's, you know, the Knicks are good right now. Hopefully, the Bulls are next. Right now, you know, all the big teams are like the big cities, right? The Knicks, the Brooklyn, the Clippers, the Lakers. We need to get the Bulls back on track. I think Ben will bounce back. He does not have a choice. Well, I mean, exactly. He doesn't really have a choice. Yeah, they love Bobby Portis. They love his ass. He's probably after Giannis, he might be the second best player, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. He might be the second best player.
Chris Middleton had some pretty good shots in the series, dude.
Yeah. The Bulls, both Bobby Portis and Cameron Payne were on the Bulls, and they got released. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. This is what fucking Kyle Kuzma should be to the Lakers, bro. He should be there, Bobby Portis, bro.
Yeah,
super inconsistent.
Right. It's not really. A lot of it's just mentally, having the mentality, and some of these guys don't have it. Like a Ben Simmons or a Kyle Kuzma. I thought Bobby made a mistake going to Bucks on a small contract, 1-year deal this season. Went so it did. Or Harrison, it did. He was probably he was like the second. I mean, him and Pat Covington pretty much were the bench. They were pretty much the head of that second unit.
For real, bro. It was like a 2-man bench.
Retire. He needs to do a Mercedes and retire. Did you hear that, Harrison? Mercedes just retired from the White Sox. Yeah, man. It's terrible, man. He could maybe get $15 million a year now. Yeah, he's gonna get a big payday, Bobby Portis. Kuzma got carried in 2020 by the Lakers. So yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. There's talks that he could be part of the package for Russell Westbrook. They were saying Kyle Kuzma's and Torrin Heron Tucker. They were saying, and Dennis Schroeder. I know this is basketball, but Daniel Bryant. Yeah, and so did CM Punk apparently, Kobe. Apparently, Cody Johnson said CM Punk did too. We might have to go back to AEW tonight because I heard that CM Punk also is there now. I don't know. I was disappointed. You know what happened with the WWE doing all these comebacks? They punched him right in the mouth. AEW messing around, man. They're coming. AEW is not messing around. And they beat him like last week in the 18 to 50. Like that's like the big range for wrestling from 18 years old to 50 years old. The males, right? The man. And this is like, I think this is the first time in the 2 years they beat them in that category. And so that's pretty much the adult version. So that's not a good time for WWE. So we might start a war here pretty low key between WWE and AEW soon. AEW's not messing around. I was disappointed in Ethan 6. Yeah, Ethan choked, man. I think he's too young for this moment, man. Way too green for the moment. Mm-hmm. Westbrook definitely going to be a Laker. We'll see. Hopefully. What the fuck? That's crazy. I was about to pick up no. He just retired, dude. I couldn't believe it either. Exactly. Ever since that 0-3 home run, and he got mad at him, he knew he was never the same player again. I like the way Kuzma dressed, but I hope he does not focus. Yeah, fuck Kuzma. So SummerSlam going to be at yes, yep, and right across the street at T-Mobile Arena, Manny Pacquiao's boxing. So it's gonna be a crazy night, mofo. On August 21st, it's gonna be a crazy night. You're gonna have SummerSlam at Collegiate Stadium, and at T-Mobile Arena, you're gonna have a Manny Pacquiao fight.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a crazy night for you guys over there in Las Vegas on August 21st. Now, I did see that you guys got the mask back on, right? Over there, I saw a TikTok. They're putting the mask back on California. And is it California or is it just LA? It might just be LA.
I have no idea, bro.
But apparently California and Las Vegas, or at least LA, are going back to mask. Oh, guys, man, stupid shit. Finally, Middleton and Holiday can join Team USA. Yeah, supposedly on Friday, Devin Booker, Holiday, and Ayton are all gonna. I bet you pardon. And Middleton are gonna go on an airplane to Tokyo. Ooh, shit, man, that's gonna be crazy, man. Today they named the baseball team for Team USA. Todd Frazier's in it. David Robinson. Some interesting guys. I didn't even realize they were no longer in the major leagues. Who will be in package for Westbrook? Supposedly it's Dennis Schroeder in a signing trade with Kyle Kuzma and Taylor Horton Tucker. To me, that's too much, but I don't know. I took my cousin and aunt to check out the stadium, bro, last night. No one in the strip was wearing a mask.
Damn.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you know better than me, mofo. I mean, you live there. I mean, I saw a TikTok saying they were going to – is there a certain date they're waiting for? I mean, I went to the Astros – well, here they don't give a shit here in Texas, but I went to the Astros game like a month ago and nowhere wear a mask either. So I don't know. My mom was like, "Oh, we got to take care of ourselves. No more partying." And she just told me she's going out with my phone on Friday. So I don't know what's going on. I think people literally like use it as an excuse when they don't want to party. Like, oh, the virus is too bad. But then when they want to party, it's okay. It's convenient. Like I think people are starting to use the virus as like a strategy, not to go to like certain events.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm feeling like. But we'll see. But I mean, the doctor already said that if you're vaccinated, you can still get infected, but you don't get sick. So you might get a little bit sick, but not too sick. I will be heading to Tokyo to free. We will support. Hey, get me some sushi, Marianne. Bring me some sushi back. Massive retarded. Burley, no mask at WWE either. Yeah, no. You see a few, but not too many. Yeah, I mean, it's over, man. I mean, like I said it on my video a few weeks ago. The solution is there. You want to put a vaccine on? Put it on. But if you don't want to, good luck. You know? We got to move on. We can't be in quarantine forever. And same thing with the mask. I don't think you can force people to put a mask on. If you want to wear the mask on, go for it. But if you don't, that's your problem. But we got to move forward, man. The stock market actually fell this week. Because the kids are rising again. So that's not a good sign. So hopefully nothing too bad happens. It's that damn Delta one, the one that's fucking everything up again.
Damn.
But yeah.
Oh, man. Bro, so freaking – that's crazy, man, about the whole thing you're talking about. Hopefully everything goes good, man. So fucking Giannis, man, he was the first player with 40 points, 10 boards since Shaq did in 2001. Oh, man. So we talked about the Giannis, incredible comeback from that 2-game deficit, bro. They become the 5th team in NBA history to come back from a 2-0 NBA Finals deficit this Bucks ball club.
It was the first time 2006, right, when Miami came back from Dallas Mavericks. When they had Dwayne Wade and Shaq, they took on Nowinski. Yeah,
and
I remember that one.
And the Cavaliers also, bro. It's right there on the screen, see? So, yeah. But Heat, Cavs,
thank you. Okay.
But yeah, that's what we're talking about, man. Like, this guy, will to win, is supreme. And it couldn't be because of his background. Like, I was thinking about this. I'm like, bro, Giannis was the 15th pick in the draft. So, like, he had potential, but he wasn't like a number 1 pick, like Kyrie or LeBron. That their whole career they've been kind of babied, you know what I mean? They kind of like, and this guy had to really work for everything. So just a lot of props to fucking Giannis, man, for winning the championship, bro. Not just getting there, but fucking closing the deal and getting the ring, dude.
You're starting to see a lot of international players now. Luka, Giannis, Jokic. It's gonna become like soccer pretty soon, man. Where like these international players are gonna are going to start dominating the league, man. It's not just. It's going to be interesting, man. You're starting to see a lot of international players come
It
in
is
and
esports
dominate.
show because watch the draft this year. In my opinion, it's kind of weak. The kids coming in,
Mm-hmm.
but who knows, right? There might be a guy like international dude in there, that we
Yeah,
don't know about, and he might, fucking take the league by storm.
I think with the international players, I think too, like they don't have college over there, right? So they go professionally since they're like 15, 16. So they build that man body. By the time
Very
they
true.
get there in 2023, they're built like a man. Where these college guys are still trying to get in their man body. They're like literally in the NBA and they're still trying to get their man body. And these other guys from international, they're already ready to go. They're built like man already. I don't know.
Maybe
It's
like they're playing against full-grown men. Like they're still
yeah,
young dudes, but they're playing against 28, 30-year-old
30-year-old
bearded
man.
men.
Yeah.
Like LaMelo, bro. LaMelo went to fucking international, and he's the best rookie of that class,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was the
wasn't in
rookie
the
of
first
the
pick,
year.
right?
Yeah.
Something like that, bro.
Maybe you're gonna start seeing players instead of going to college, go play in China or Australia or shit. Memorabilia, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah. I saw John Cena is back. It does not make any sense for no sense fans sick of him. No, they cheered on Marianne because they hate Roman Reigns.
John Cena. That's crazy
And
how he
boy,
came back, dude. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't when I saw that he came back. I was like,
it was rumored that he was going to come back, but nobody knew.
right.
They were saying this Friday on SmackDown, and then he came back on Sunday. But there was a lot of rumors going on that he was going to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, so I wasn't too surprised. I was surprised that he came back after the match, Money in the Bank, but I wasn't too surprised because I heard a lot of rumors that he was expected to face John Cena at SummerSlam. Employees are going to mandatory to wear. Oh, it's for the employees. Okay. John Cena is great. What you mean? John Cena will always lose to Paul Heyman, guy that is there. Yeah, he's gonna lose because he's gonna go film a movie. And literally, I think the WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns is August 21st, and I think literally like the next day, August 23rd or 22, he goes to Europe. He goes to England to film a movie. So he's not gonna get the title. He's not gonna get the title. Hope Cena beats. He's not gonna get it, Kobe, because he's got a movie to film. Literally, like 2 days later in Europe. Jokic from Sebria, yes, yeah, he's not gonna get it, Kobe. He literally, I think they had to negotiate with the movie, with the production that if they couldn't start filming until August 22, so he could do this Roman Reigns storyline. So right after the storyline is over, Roman Reigns, he's headed to Europe with that big L.
Oh man. Shit, Blaze Radio. What's up, man?
Talking about wrestling. This is a hoop stream. Hey, we're shooting the shit about everything, man. I haven't been live in a week, man. I'm catching up with everybody about basketball. Anything that's going on, man. We're shooting the shit on a Wednesday. This is the first time I go live since last week. I think last time we went live was after game 4? I don't even remember last time we went live. I did not realize Giannis did the same thing Hakeem and my dad and MJ did. Yeah, historic night for Giannis. Just busting balls. Good to hear you. Hey, we're back, man. Blaze.
What's up, Blaze? You always welcome, man.
SummerSlam. Ray, really? Well, that's going to be interesting because they're both heels, Kobe. So that'll be interesting. What up, RQ3? Welcome to the show. How you doing, RQ3? How you doing, buddy? That's going to be interesting, man. But I think the draft is coming up, too, so I don't know. Daniel Bryan is signing with 8. Yeah, that's what Cody Johnson told us, that Daniel Bryan is with AEW and CM Punk. They're not messing around, Blaze. They see the WWE bringing back John Cena and Edge and Goldberg and Vinny, what's his name, that fat ass, Keith Lee. And they're not messing around. I think I read an article last week. For the first time in the 2 years of AEW, they beat them in the 18 through 50 male. Like that's the big rating, right? For the ratings, right? The male adults from 18 to 50 years old, and that's the first time they beat them. So they're kicking their ass low key, man. WWE could be in trouble. And then they were doing good until they fucked up with Nikki Ass. Almost a superhero, winning the women's champion. That might have fucked up their momentum. I'm happy for Giannis. Me too, RQ. I'm not going to the Sports Car National in Chicago now, but I am going to AEW in Pittsburgh. Hey, August 11th. Have fun, Blaze. Have fun. Have fun, man. When will you go live again in YouTube, sir? Will you cover the Olymp? No, Marianne. I'm done live streaming unless I'm with Memorabilia and it's more of a talk show. It's like I said, if you wanna shoot the shit with me, go to Discord. We'll be having watch parties over there for certain games. AEW is much more fun to watch. Timmy! Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're kicking their ass. It's because, I mean, they're like more of a private company, right? Where WWE has all these different voices. I think they just had a meeting with the USA Network about pitching ideas. Last time the USA Network pitched an idea, they decided to bring back the 24/7 title. So, Jesus Christ. When will, congrats, Bucks, in 2020-21 teams Kareem played and have won. Yup. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robinson, and now Giannis and Middleton. Congratulations. Yeah, there's a Discord. If you guys want to, shoot the shit with me, go on Discord. If you don't want to talk, just type. Type on the general free talk, But yeah, I'm pretty much using YouTube just, like I said, occasionally me and Larry will be here and, do a live stream. But for the most part, I'm using YouTube more for videos now. I'm using YouTube more for videos now than for live streaming. Hey there, CE Sports. Congrats to Giannis. Just wish my team had him instead of Kristaps. Yeah, I was hearing an article that you guys probably not going to be able to acquire Lillard because nobody's going to want Kristaps for sickness. That sucks, man. That would have been a nice combination, Luka and Lillard. Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory pay-per-view will be with AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact. Yeah, that's like united, right? That's another thing. Companies are united. Like AEW and Ring of Honor and TNA and New Japan. Yep. And then WWE, the one thing they do have is NXT, and then they fuck it up. They bring that one guy, Karrion Kross, the NXT champion, and they have him lose to a washed-up Jeff Hardy. I don't understand what WWE is doing, man. Yeah, I would have liked Dame time in Dallas, but it probably will not happen unless Mavs offer up the whole roster. Exactly. What are you guys going to offer? Freaking Kristaps Porzingis, Tim Hardaway? Like, you guys don't have enough pieces, probably. I think Philly's probably the best situation in offering Ben Simmons. Tonight was first time ever New Japan title change hands on live US TV. Wow, what a historic night. Jesus Christ. Blaze, is there a link where I can watch the replay? Or no? Dame to Philly, would it be? Dude, Simmons for Lillard. And then if you even want, because Daryl Morey, that motherfucker, he plays fantasy basketball, it seems like. You could even, if you do acquire Lillard from for Simmons, and then if Kawhi leaves the Clippers, you could call them and say, hey, fucking, I don't know, Tobias Harris and a first-round pick for Paul George, and then you can have a big three of Paul George, Lillard, and Joel Embiid. Daryl Morey, he loves those fucking super teams. Would you want Russell Westbrook on LA Lakers? So that's a big rumor going on that they're going to offer Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroeder, and Torlin Horton Tucker for Westbrook. That might be a little bit too much. I don't know. Dipole will compete for Australia instead of Simmons. Well, Simmons got to get in the lab this summer. He don't have time for Team USA or Team Australia. They passed on trading for Kyle Lowry at the trade deadline. They did. They fucked up. Chavo. Ooh, Chavo. Dun, dun, dun. Chavo. Showed up in AEW tonight too, and hardcore legend Nick Cage gonna fight Jericho next week. Damn. I gotta get a link for that shit. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Daryl Morey, dude, he was here in Houston for many years, and that motherfucker does not mess around. He tried it how many times? He tried Dwight Howard, Harden, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, Westbrook. He tried 3 different versions here in Houston. That guy does not mess around. He wants to win. Also, sports, this is how done I am with Kristaps. If Dallas Mavericks could sign and trade him for Kawhi, who will miss most of next year, recover, but I would take – yeah, that's not going to happen, though, because remember, Kevin Durant – Kawhi's not going to have a problem if he wants to go. Like Miami or Dallas, they're probably going to be willing to wait a year, just like Brooklyn was waiting to wait a year for Durant. So I think he's gonna go wherever, Cowboy. Just like they were able to be patient and wait for Durant to recover. Same thing with Kawhi. Analytics is why Murray is in the league, they say. He's a big analytic guy. Well, now it's going to go to the shithole. You see what Giannis did. They keep saying that you got to shoot threes. And Giannis said, fuck you. And he's driving up and laying them in. So, yeah, and then same thing with the Suns. The Suns are a mid-range team. They got Ayton, who's an old-school big man, and who posts up, rebounds, and then Booker and Chris Paul, they're mostly mid-range shots. So, yeah, hopefully these two teams help bring the NBA back to what it used to be, and not so many three-pointers. But, yeah.
Oh, man. Incredible. Bro, what do you think happened to CP3, dude? People are saying that he's going to go to this team and that team.
Yeah,
if
so
I was CP3, I kind of would just resign with the Suns and stop trying to ring chase. I think he would have a good legacy if he just stays with the Suns. I think that city would embrace him. Because if he goes to like the Knicks, if he goes to like one of these random teams, he's not going to do much, bro. You know, I think he should just barrel down with Phoenix, man. Just
no, he joked about going to the fucking loony squad with Michael Jordan, with LeBron James, and saying that's the only way he's going to win a championship. So I don't know I don't know, dude. The guy's good, but at the same time, he has 2 problems. One, he's injury prone, and the other one is he does choke sometimes. So does he just say fuck it and try to pair up with Anthony and LeBron? I don't know.
I think CP3 has to realize, man, that he's approaching 36 or 37 years
37,
old.
37, I believe, 37.
And I think that Suns ball club is a great fit for him because they're super young core. I think if he goes to the Lakers C-Sport show, I think they're going to ask him to do a lot. Like, think about how much Schroeder had to run up and down the court for that Lakers ball club, right?
Yeah, he's definitely have to be the fucking floor general. And then LeBron,
I don't know if he's built like that anymore, you know? I kind of think he should.
LeBron's also going to want to be the point guard at times, so I don't know, man. Yeah, he might just stay with the Suns.
Yeah, I think whoever plays point guard for the Lakers next year is going to have to do a lot of running, bro. A lot of defending. Oh, man, it's going to be bro, I have a feeling the Lakers are going to bring back the exact same fucking ball club, bro. But we're going to find out.
He plans to bring most of the guys back. He thinks that the only reason that he didn't make it was because of Anthony Davis getting hurt.
Ah, man, because it is LeBron, bro, and he does like those raggedy-ass teams, you know, like the Cavaliers ball clubs that he had, bro. There's some raggedy-ass fucking roster that he had. And I kind of it's going to bring that raggedy-ass, you know, KCP, fucking Kuzma and shit.
Not as many big-time names in NBA draft this year. I mean, there are, but not like last couple. Yeah. And it's because also, too, a lot of the guys are going straight to the G League, too, like that.
Yeah, please. We were talking about that, man. Like, there could be a surprise, like a European player that no one knows. Because there's no consensus number 1 pick, right? They talk about Cade Cunningham, but I guess in workouts and stuff, a lot of, like, scouts and GMs, they're kind of down on him a little bit. He might not be a for sure number 1 pick, that guy.
Yeah, and then you got Mobley from
USC.
Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga, and then you got that kid from the G League, I believe, Jalen Green. So there's a lot of options.
And Suggs is another guy that his stock took a hit in the championship game for Gonzaga. That was a game that he was supposed to take over and win, but he choked big time in that championship game, dude. So is he really worth a top 5 pick? Man, I agree, Blaze. It's a very weak draft, man.
CP3 to Lakers. Chris Paul to Lakers. Chance for a ring with LeBron, but I love the Suns. Yeah, he should stay with the Suns. Would you want Russ on the Lakers? Yeah, but I don't want to give up Tony Horn Tucker,
Oh,
man. I feel
man.
like that could be look at all these guys we give up. Julius
I
Randle,
wouldn't do it, dude. I would
Jordan
not
Clarkson.
have Westbrook on the Lakers squad, dude. I think he would really mess up the chemistry involved on that
Yeah,
team, dude.
that guy doesn't win a lot. He's always getting eliminated in the first round. I think.
Man, I just think he's not a good shooter, and I kind of
No.
think that if the things don't go right for him, I kind of think he brings everyone down with him.
Yeah, and you see how many times gave up. Jordan Clarkson became an all-star, 6 men. Julius Randle, all-star. Brendan Ingram, all-star. Alonzo Ball, look what he's done. D'Angelo Russell, all-star. So are you going to do it again with Talen Horton-Tucker? Did you see Space? I don't watch movies, to be honest, Cowboy. I'm not a movie guy. Phoenix will do their best to keep Paul. I hope so. I didn't like the movie. I think LA Lakers pull off a sign and trade. Yeah, for Dennis Schroeder for Westbrook. I think LeBron will stack the Lakers like never before this next year, and watch out for Warriors if they stay healthy. They got the 7th pick. Yeah, the Warriors are going to be back next year because the Clippers are not going to be there this year because of Kawhi's injury, but the Warriors are going to be there. And other teams looking for a great point guard are Boston Clippers and Utah. Nobody's going to go to Utah. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Clippers is going to go down to Kawhi. What does he do? Because if he leaves, they might just blow it up. And yeah, there's talks about Lillard going to Boston. There is talks about Lillard going to Boston.
Man, it's insane how next year the Lakers they have like a really clear path to the finals. If they stay healthy, because you just talked about it, bro. Clippers going to be down. You know, the Suns, will they go back to back? It's going to be tough. Utah Jazz, will they be able to knock off the fucking Lakers? Even if they bring back the same raggedy ass fucking Laker team, I think they have enough for it. I think they have enough to win the West if they're healthy. Only if they're healthy, bro. Because based on the talent that's left in the Western Conference, right?
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, it's better. There's more options, Larry, Blaze. It used to be just 3 options, you know, like the 2 favorites, like the Cavaliers and Warriors, and then you had the Rockets. Remember that whole time with Durant? Now there's a lot of teams, but I don't the play-in. I just don't like the 7 versus the 10. To me, that's a little bit too. The competition's not good enough by the 10 to beat the 7. But yeah, I don't mind the 8th and the 9th playing a game to get the last seed. But I don't like the 7 and the 10. I think the 7's usually too much. They're just better than the 10 most of the time. Would you trade Anthony Davis for Dame time? That's been
no way, bro. I would never ever in my life do that trade, bro. Damian Lillard doesn't even play defense. He scores, but who is he going to defend? You know, can't.
They would have to bring back like a Dwight Howard to rim protect and shit.
No way, bro. Dude, if LeBron is entering, how old is he going to be? See Sports Show 37.
37. He'll be in December.
Yeah, he's going to need a prime AD to fucking carry that fucking team. No way, bro. I would never trade Dame for like that.
Because Anthony doesn't really like. He's a good defender, but like only in like the 4th quarter, he don't want to defend the whole game. And like, so maybe get another Dwight Howard type of player, and you know, AD, LeBron. But yeah, the thing with Lillard, he don't play defense. I hope there is no playing games. There is. They're doing it again. Same format as they've been doing the last few years. The 7 versus the 10, and the 8 versus the 9.
How perfect was it for the NBA to get fucking Lakers and Warriors in the play-in tournament, bro? Holy shit.
Man, yeah.
Like a dream come true for them.
That was a hell of a game. But then you got the fucking the Celtics, right? They blew up the Hornets or some shit like that. Terrible.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, Sports Show, because I just think it dilutes the regular season, bro. Like, they play 82 games, and the 10th seed has a shot to make it. You know what I mean? Like, do we want to see a team that's 33 and 39 against the 8th seed? I mean, I get it for the NBA. I get it for ratings and for money. I mean, I understand. But it's overkill.
Lost money from this year, but they're bringing it back next year. So it's like they do want to keep it, I guess. I don't know why.
We'll
I
see.
wouldn't
We'll
mind
see,
the
man.
8th and 9 playing for that final spot, but the 10th, yeah, it's unfair to the 7 too. They whip them, but it's still unfair. The fact they have to win it, they have to play a game.
All right.
Like, yeah,
And
usually,
it pretty much guarantees also that those teams will not make the finals because that's like way like wear that's a lot of wear and tear on the body, you know, like you play 82 fucking games well next year and then you still have to play this fucking tournament to make you're those teams will definitely not make the championship, you know what I mean? It's just like it's kind of pointless, but I understand for ratings and for money they want to do that shit from a
yeah.
business perspective, right?
Hopefully, they take the 10 and the 7 to win, just have the 8 and 9 play, at least.
Yeah.
Bulls are rumored to get Lonzo Ball. As for if there could be a Laker reunion, I doubt it happens unless there is that's another rumor, Lonzo Ball. We'll see. Those
Bro, I
teams
heard
will not
Lonzo
have a.
Ball might be going to the freaking Hornets, bro. I don't know if you saw that LaMelo's going to
Oh,
change his
really?
jersey to number 1. Did you see that, CU Sports Show?
Wait, what did he say? Hold on, say it again.
So LaMelo Ball is going to wear number 1 next year, right?
Ooh.
And I think Jello, the brother, is training with the Hornets. Like he's in their facility training, and there's rumors going around that they all might be playing with the Hornets next year. All the
Damn.
brothers,
That'd
right?
be
Bro,
crazy.
that would be pretty cool, man. Honestly, from like an entertainment, um, all the 3 bros in the same team, that'd be pretty cool, dude.
Those teams will not no. The Pirates, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Pittsburgh, man.
The damn NL is so like open this year. Like, who would have thought that San Diego and Dodgers were in the wild card? It's unbelievable.
Bro, who would have freaking thought that Trevor Bauer was going to be gone for baseball, bro? That's insane.
Oh man, they went from
The,
that big starting rotation of Dustin May and Trevor Bauer, and now they don't have neither of them possibly. That's crazy.
yeah, it's insane. I mean, this is from July 15th, the power rankings from Major League Baseball. They have the Dodgers in that number 2 slot. I think it's very generous, right? I mean,
Yeah,
they have a really good record, but they have a lot of question marks going forward, dude. That, like you talked about, the National League is wide open because of the injuries to the
I think
Dodgers.
the
And
best team is the Brewers, right, in the National League.
from a win loss no, I think the Giants and Dodgers they're still number 1,
Oh,
but
that's
the
even
Brewers are right there.
crazy.
Brewers are right there, bro. They're really close.
No, man, the Giants and the Brewers have been pretty surprisingly. We knew San Diego, Dodgers, the Mets because of the pitching, but yeah, we didn't think that was a big surprise. The Brewers and the Giants, man, nobody saw that coming.
Right. I mean, the Brewers, I think they've been losing. They lost, I think, to the Royals and shit, but that's just a couple of games, Like
They got a big one with the White Sox coming up this weekend. Brewers and White Sox. That'll be a good one.
Okay. Yeah.
I
The
don't
White
know.
Sox, man, they've dropped a couple of games, right?
The White Sox, well, they I think they just finished splitting 2 out of 4 with Minnesota.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know much about baseball, but heard when Texas Rangers lost to the World Series. Yeah, you guys lost back-to-back World Series, 2010, 2011. The Brewers might be inspired on what the Bucks did, possibly just like the Lightning got inspired by the Bucks, the Tampa Bay Bucks. So maybe. So
Maybe, dude.
who would you pick at World Series right now? Like,
Dude. Man, honestly, I don't really know. I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously the Dodgers was my pick, but the injuries to the pitching stuff, they have a lot of question marks in the bullpen also. I just have to see what happens at the trade deadline. That's going to be a major thing that's going to happen in the next couple of weeks, whatever. Because a lot of these veteran players, these sports, they're going to be on the move, right? Scherzer, Gallo, Story, Nelson Cruz, Castellanos, possibly. And the Cubs going to be moving pieces around. So let's see how the chips fall on the table, and then we can go from there, right?
Yeah, because you have a bet, right? You have Dodgers versus White Sox.
I do, man. I put a bet I put Milwaukee to win the NBA. I put the Suns to win the West, and the White Sox and the Dodgers to win the AL and National League. But it's just a very long shot, very very long shot. Like
you got it right with the basketball one.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got it right with the basketball one. So like worst case scenario, I can hedge whatever. But honestly, see Sports Show, I don't think that's the right pick, man. I think it's going to be other teams going to the World Series, man.
Yeah, Astros, Red Sox. What you got to keep an eye on those teams. 20-21 Bucks win Super Bowl, and Bucks win. Yeah, that's crazy. The Bucks won it. Yep, both Bucks in the NFL and the NBA. That's crazy.
I see that. Okay, the Buccaneers and buck like a deer. Okay, yeah, that is interesting. I guess little play on words. Um, man, it's gonna be interesting from who's gonna be selling and who's gonna be buying at the trade deadline, dude. That's gonna be really interesting, right? Are the Cubs gonna, bro? The Cubs have a lot of money, and it's insane that they're gonna want to not pay these players what they're worth. They're gonna want to ship them off.
They said that they'll trade Chris Bryant, but they want to keep Bias and Javier Bias and Rizzo. That's what they said, I think.
Oh wait, say that again, bro.
So supposedly they're willing to trade Chris Bryant, but they want to see if they can re-sign Anthony Rizzo and Javi Bias.
Okay. Bro, whoever gets one of those two dudes is gonna be a massive upgrade, especially Bias, bro. If the Cubs get rid of Bias at the trade deadline, that's gonna be insane. Like I still can't believe it. Like I have to see it to believe it that they're gonna get rid of like a talent like Javi Bias. Oh, man, because he's such a good defensive shortstop, bro.
Yeah.
Tatis has made like 20 errors this year, bro. He's not good defensively.
He might be like the most complete shortstop where he can hit and play defense. Like Lindor and Tatis. Well, Lindor can't even hit this year, but yeah, they're usually more deep offensive players.
Man. The Cubs, they better not mess us up, bro. They better not, trade these guys and get these, like, they have to get top tier prospects, like top shelf.
At least, yeah, they have to. No way. They just. Bucks.
And the team that, yeah, my bad. Go for it, dude.
Bucks, and Pirates are called the Buccos. There's no way in hell they ever come close to winning again. Nets versus Bucks rematch will be great. Speaking of Nets, I bet it's like we would have won if, yeah. Well, he hit the 3. He just had his foot on the line, so they made it a 2.
Yeah, it's a super lucky way for the. Honestly, bro, looking back on it, that game, right? Game 7.
Yep.
Fucking the size 23 shoe from Kevin Durant and shit.
That big ass shoe. Ugh. Yeah, because they would have killed Atlanta, and then they would have
they would have killed Atlanta, dude.
Yeah, they would have smashed Atlanta, and then they would have probably beat the Suns in possibly 5 games.
Are we really gonna go down the path of the Nets and Lakers next year? See Sports. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go that quick anymore.
It's like the Yankees Dodgers one where.
Right. I'm glad Blaze Radio's in here, C Sports Show. I'm glad he's in here because Blaze, I kind of think the Sixers, bro, they have good potential to do something next year in that Eastern Conference, bro, because of Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid is a very dominant player in the postseason, and if Ben Simmons would have been playing how he's supposed to play, I think they would have done damage in the playoffs this year, Blaze.
Especially, like I said, if they get Lillard, that'll be nice.
Yeah. I just think if they need Ben Simmons to play like how he's supposed to play, I think Philly could do something. I think they could, because they have good pieces, bro. They have Seth Curry fucking draining those fucking threes, bro. They have Thibault off the bench. They got Maxey off. They got dogs on that team, bro. So. Blaze, I have high hopes for your Sixers squad next year, man. I don't know about NBA Finals, right? But I think they'll have a better postseason run than they did this year. Boom.
Nets, Lakers, and Finals will not happen. Nah. No. Do you play games? That's what he's asking. Do you play video games?
Dude, I do, man, but like not that much, man. Like I'll tell you right now, bro. Like the game that I've been playing a lot. Was like NBA 2K21, bro. But
okay,
I get like bored of it. I'll play it like one day and then I'll like fuck this shit.
Yeah,
whatever. It's fun though. Like every once in a while, it is fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta buy a base for my TV, but once I buy that shit, we might start doing some gaming shit again at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think maybe like in September when Madden comes out, we can have like a Madden tournament.
There you
But
go.
that's what I'm thinking. But I just got to get a base because I can't find my fucking base. Like I put my TV on the wall in my room, but I took it out and I put it back in the living room. So now I have two TVs in the living room. So I'm trying to buy a base to put it on top of the other TV, like a TV and then a TV on top. But I gotta buy a base for it. It's like only $11, I think.
Yeah.
And then
Marianne
once
makes a
I
good
buy that
comment.
shit,
She
then we
says
can do
that
a video.
that
Let's see here. If Embiid can stay healthy, it's the big thing. But they do look really, yeah. The Embiid
yeah,
obviously is a big
yeah,
thing,
hell
yeah.
yeah, dude.
So
I
Memorabilia is
like
on,
Philly, bro. I like how they play, man.
yeah,
The
on PlayStation,
People
right? You
talk
have
shit about
PlayStation.
Doc Rivers, but I really think they lost a lot more because of Simmons' poor play. But is he going
He
to
was
play that
afraid to
shitty
do
2 years in
anything.
a row? Huh?
He didn't even want to attack the ram or the paint because he didn't want to go to the free throw line. He was afraid of missing free throws.
Yeah,
Simmons.
yeah, no. They're going to ride and die with Simmons, dude. It's like he, you have to have faith that he's going to have a better year next year. That's basically what their season's going to ride on, right? Just riding on him, bro. Just waiting on Simmons, bro.
Yeah, Cowboy. We'll set it up in September once it comes out. Which teams will upgrade? So the big fish obviously Kawhi Leonard, and then what he's gonna do, and then Lillard is he gonna get traded? It's too unpredictable, Marianne. It's too
Yeah, it is.
unpredictable.
It
We'll see
is.
what happens.
And especially with the way the NBA has been the last couple of seasons, see, a lot of these players move around a lot, right? So there
Yeah,
is going to be movement, right? There is going to be player movement, and we're going to keep a close eye on all that shit. Bro,
yeah. So
talking
we'll
about
see.
player movement, the NFL, they're starting to get their fucking starters in, their rookies are starting to come in. And someone took a picture of Big Ben today, and they were complaining about that because Big Ben was promising that he was going to be in shape and he's going to like come back lean. And someone took a picture of him and they're like, bro, like you're not lean, bro. You're just the same Big Ben.
Yeah, yeah. This guy's. I don't know. This might be his final year.
Man, last year I was really high on the Steelers, and all that shit. But this year, I don't know, man. I think they might take a big step down. See,
Yeah, no. Cleveland's gonna be up there. Baltimore. Best case scenario, they're a third place. Yeah, well, they'll be third place because Cincinnati's still too green. But yeah, it's not looking good for them. This
no,
might be
no,
his
it's
final
not.
year.
It's not. And the other quarterback that people are talking about that this could be his year, like opposite to Big Ben, is Russell Wilson. A lot of movement online and on Twitter and shit. People are like really thinking that he's going to be maybe even going to Super Bowl next year because of the injury to Tom Brady. Like people are thinking that Brady might not be 100% when the season starts. So they think that Russell Wilson might be in line to win the NFC, especially with what happened with Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah, they don't know for. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers will be back, but it's not for sure yet. Supposedly they offered him a 2-year extension. He didn't accept it. I think he'll be back, but he hasn't said anything. But they said there was a report going on that they were cleaning his house in Green Bay. So like supposedly because he hasn't been there like since February or like January. So that's a good
Yeah.
sign, I guess, that they're cleaning that. That means that he plans to live there again for the football season. And then I
So
guess
this,
he signed up for a golf club in Green
yeah,
Bay. So that also probably means he's going to be back there. Why would he sign up for a golf uh,
right,
thing if he plans on leaving? So there's like little signs pointing he
right.
will be back at least for 1 year. But we'll see. It's not official yet. But I do expect him to come back at least for 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a contract for this year. Like, this is his last
Yeah.
year with Green Bay. So I don't know about the legal situation. I don't know if like he sits out, he still has to fulfill that contract or whatever. I don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, but I do think this is his last year with Green Bay. Like, this
Yeah,
is
me
the
too.
last one.
I think they're literally going to say, hey, you know what? I'll play this final year, but that's it. You guys got to trade me. And I think they're ready to move on with Jordan Love. I think they're ready.
Bro,
So the
and
Packers,
Jess Huddle says Niners to the Super Bowl. I think Rodgers might be going to the fucking Niners, bro.
well, what about that Trey Lance guy they just drafted?
Well, I mean, that could be like a chip, like this is they can move, or he could be the backup. I don't know, bro, because Niners, they like, okay, Jimmy G was a veteran quarterback that they got in a trade also, and he went to the Super Bowl with that kind of a player. Like, is Kyle Shanahan gonna develop a guy from the bottom up, bro? Because he's got a really good team in the Niners, bro. They have really good
Yeah.
defensive squad, bro. If they just add that Aaron Rodgers to that fucking mix, dude, um,
Yeah,
that could be a dangerous ball club.
it could be possible. Um,
Where would you think that he could go? See Sports Show.
I mean, right now the only opening would be Denver. That's it right now. Everybody else is pretty much full. But next year, there's a lot of possibilities. I mean,
Yeah,
we
no,
have to wait
next.
for this thing to play out and see, who needs a quarterback. But right now, the only team that seems to need a quarterback is the Denver Broncos. So, but obviously, more spots will open up. Pittsburgh can open up next year with if Big Ben retires. If the Saints don't look good with Jameis Winston, that could open up. So there could be some opening. Maybe the Giants with Daniel Jones, if he sucks this year after all that talent they put on him this free agency. So they could potentially be some more spots opening up. But right now it seems to be the only spot open is the Denver Broncos. They got Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock. But other than that, everybody seems to be committed, at least for 1 year, to the quarterback they have right now.
I like that.
Washington, that could be an option right now because they do have Ryan Fitzpatrick. So that could be an option as well, but I don't know.
It could be.
Roster-wise, trade them to the NFC. I think they want to send him out to the AFC, man, so they don't have to deal with him in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, you're right, 100%, dude.
Because they were saying, why doesn't he just go to the Saints and fuck, Jameis Winston? But they're like, they're not going to trade him to the fucking NFC. Same thing with the Washington. They're not going to trade him to the NFC. So that's why Broncos make the most sense. But let's see what next.
Okay, I got you, bro.
Maybe Cam Newton sucks with the. We'll see.
Okay. And the Jazz Huddle doesn't want Jimmy G, bro. He wants him to get out and to get Rodgers.
Yeah.
Ariane says that the Broncos would be great next year with.
Yeah, they do get Rodgers for sure, or Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's the other guy that's future. You don't know what the heck's happening with him, bro. So ESPN came out with their 2021 offensive rankings for weapons, and I was really surprised that they put the Dallas Cowboys dude at number 2. What do you think about the Cowboys next year? See Sports Show in that NFC.
They could win it, but man, you never know with the Cowboys. Perhaps coming off that terrible ankle injury. I don't know, man. I mean, I think they might be the favorites to win the division, but you never know, man. Because I think the Giants might have the best offense, and Washington might have the best defense. But like as far as overall, I think Dallas might have enough to be the best overall team. But I wouldn't be surprised if fucking either Washington or New York wins it. But I guess
ESPN is saying that they have the second best offensive weapons in the whole NFL, the Dallas Ball Club, bro, over the Giants.
Yeah, no, I mean it's always the same thing with Dallas. They're always like a huge favorite in September, and then by November and December they're choking.
And I thought putting the Vikings at number 5, I thought that was very generous for Cousins, dude.
Yeah, because that team is loaded, though. That's why. Kirk Cousins sucks, but they're loaded. Watch for that quarterback they got out of Texas A&M, Kellen Mond. He could be a steal. So if Cousins sucks, that could be the future, and then they can really take off. But obviously, that's kind of hot. That's kind of a hot take. Okay. But don't be surprised if that does happen. I really like that kid, Kellen Mond. Cowboys offense will be off the charts if O-line is healthy. Yeah, you guys have potential, obviously. You guys probably will be the favorites to win the division, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, man. And the NFL is a very tough sport to pick the winners because we have these teams who have really shitty years the year before, and then the following season they'll be in the Super Bowl. Like the Niners, right? Niners were like 5-11, and the next year they're in the fucking Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
So it's very tough, bro. It's very tough to see the winner.
Yeah, man,
But I
it's
like Dallas, bro. I like what they did in the offseason. A lot of faith in Dakota Prescott, obviously, right? What he's going to be doing. But,
yeah, they finally paid him. No, I mean this team is going to be together for a long time. The question is, it's possible they could win a championship. We just saw the Bucks after 8 years, with Giannis and Middleton being the main course. They finally won it. So what I'm seeing from this Cowboys team is they're re-signing everybody. Amari Cooper, Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, the defense too, Jalen Smith, and they're re-signing everybody. So there could be a point where they're like so together for so many years, they might pull it out. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying
and
this
the
year, but
hunger,
maybe like in the next 3-5 years.
and the hunger to win, because it's a
Yeah.
team that's been, has high expectations and they've been falling short. What if they just put it all together? Like they put it all together,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah,
just
we just saw
shock the world, I
Bucks.
guess.
They're so they're gonna be like all of at least like the stars, like the cornerstone guys are gonna be there for so many years together. Like they 1 year they could just catch in a lightning in a bottle and win it. Because one thing that we'll have over some of these other teams is the chemistry. They've been together for so many years, especially like Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. That it's gonna be they could possibly win 1 year. Cowboys defense will have to be middle of the pack to be enough. Yeah, I think as far as the division goes, Washington probably has the best defense. Buccaneers are not going to win. They might, Jazz. We'll see. They brought everybody.
They're
back.
gonna ride and die with Tom Brady's knee. If Tom Brady's knee holds up after that surgery he had, they'll be dangerous, bro. Obviously.
Yeah, you know what? But he played on a tear, so if he played on a tear, I think he's gonna be fine. When it comes to post surgery.
True.
I think he'll be fine.
True. I mean,
the thing is, let's be honest. That would have been Tampa Bay would have won that game, but that would have been okay. Look, I'm not saying Tampa Bay would have lost, but that would have been at least a much closer game if Mitchell Swartz and Eric Fisher would have been available on that offensive line in Kansas City. Let's be honest. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see what happens week 1. And I also thought it was kind of disrespectful of the Chiefs. Like, how are they not a top 5 offensively ranked football team, bro? When they probably have the best tight end.
Somebody needs to be drafted. How the fuck do you put Tennessee, Dallas? That's terrible. That is terrible.
It is because the Chiefs are a very heavy favorite to win the AFC again. Probably the Browns are going to be their most difficult team to beat next year if the Browns are healthy, because of the hunger. Like the Browns are going to be hungry to knock them off. They're going to have, you know what I mean? Like it's their rival. Like after that, what happened in that playoff game? Yeah, it's a rival now.
That could possibly be the AFC Championship game next year, Cleveland versus Kansas City.
Ah, man, I hope so, bro. That would be an awesome game, bro, if you got that one.
That could be. We'll see. Yeah, man, it's going to be pretty interesting, man. I can't wait. Less than 2 months. I think, I think they had just announced, NFL Network just announced their preseason schedule. I think it starts August 12. Can't wait, man. Maybe we'll do some watch parties for the preseason on Discord. We can do that.
Hell yeah.
Stay tuned for those.
I don't know. I didn't put it on here, but we got our first injury also. Cam Akers. He's done for the year. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Tear Achilles, man. The Rams have kind of gone running back by committee ever since Todd Gurley left. So it is a big blow, but I think that Sean McVay said they're just going to keep going running back to committee. I mean, at this point, there's nobody available. I mean, everybody's pretty much signed, so you have kind of no choice unless you want to pull a trade. But, man, to me, like I've always said it, as long as you have a good offensive line, you'll be fine with the running backs. I wouldn't go out and – they don't even probably have any more draft picks to fucking trade. They trade all their draft picks with Jalen Ramsey and Matt Stafford.
What do you think about that Rams Ball Club CE Sports Show? Like their future, their season?
Well, a lot of people are super high on Matt Stafford. They were saying, well, he never had a chance because of Detroit. But I did watch this kid play in Georgia when he had AJ Green as his weapon, and he still lost a lot of games. They would always finish like 8-5 and shit like that, or 12. Like I don't know, like Detroit's terrible. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go Drew Brees from Chargers to Saints. Like, I don't know if it's going to be that much of a. I don't know, man. Well, let's see what
Stafford
happens.
does take a lot of punishment, and he does think he's like a tough quarterback, right? But
Yeah.
my point is that he has taken a lot of punishment in his career, and we're gonna see about that Rams ball club. See, I kind of think they sold their future to win now, and man, it's a reach, man. I think they're reaching for something like a miracle, right? They're reaching for a miracle from Stafford.
It's an upgrade over Jared Goff, but the guy has really never been playing winning football, at least in the NFL. So that's the thing. He does have a huge arm. He's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, and he has a defense now.
Yeah, he's no more excuse for Stafford. He's got to deliver. He's got to deliver this year.
I did think that Cam Akers' injury is going to be a massive, massive blow to the Rams because he was basically their offensive MVP last year. I mean, he was probably the reason why they beat the fucking Seahawks and on the road and shit. Because they had a fucking quarterback that got hurt in the first 2 minutes and shit. Right.
Yeah,
and they bring in Goofy off the bench.
They had it. Jared Goff was not supposed to play because of the broken finger. And then the backup, first play, he gets a concussion, right? And Jared Goff had to come in with a broken finger. What a crazy. And they still won. And then remember,
the defense was massive.
Didn't Aaron Donald, didn't he break his ribs and had to leave the game too?
I think at the end he did get hurt.
Yeah,
At the end. Yeah.
That was a huge win for the Rams, man. Despite everything that happened, they still won that game. Quarterback with broken finger, best defensive player hurt. That was an unbelievable win for the Rams.
It was definitely a massive win, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, Jared Goff, man, I said this a few days ago. If you're throwing an interception in the college, we were talking about Jared Goff and Sam Darnold, and they're like, these guys throwing interception in college, what do you think's gonna happen in the NFL? So that's why I was never high on Jared Goff. I was never high on Sam Bradford. I beg your pardon, on Sam Darnold. So I'm like, if you're throwing 3 to 5 interceptions per game in the college, where a lot of these guys are future like dentists and carpenters and mechanics, what do you think's gonna happen in the NFL? These guys are professionals. So that's why I'm never high on a quarterback in terms of football over in college. That's why I'm never high on Jared Goff. I was never high on Sam Bradford. Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and the Jets weren't high on him either, bro. The Jets said,
no, and I don't know if he's gonna do much with the Panthers, man. I mean, they got that one kid, Robbie Anderson, but I don't know, man. No. And they got Christian McCaffrey. They do have some good players, but I don't know, man.
No.
Now he did play with Robbie Anderson, the Jets, so the chemistry's gonna be good. He's not gonna have to worry about building good chemistry. He already has it with Robbie Anderson. And then he'll be,
Christian talked about yeah, definitely. We talked about how the NBA draft was kind of shitty, and the NFL draft this year, this draft class, the NFL, there's a lot of good fucking quarterbacks that could, be doing something in the future. What do you think about the draft class coming into the NFL?
Yeah, so first they were saying it wasn't good, and now all of a sudden they're saying it's good. I don't know. I know. A friend of mine was showing me like a mock draft, and I think there's some guy from North Carolina, right? Sam Sorrell. I don't even know what his name is.
No, my bad.
North Carolina with Mitchell Trubisky. We know how that went.
The quarterbacks that got drafted this year, like this draft class of rookies in the NFL, is what I mean.
Oh, this one. Oh, I think we're talking about next year's. Oh, I beg your pardon. No, yeah, obviously, Trevor Lawrence being the big one. Let's see how he does. That guy's, they're saying that he might be the big prospect since John Elway. So let's see how he works out with the Jaguars, man. Jaguars need a good quarterback, for God's sakes, man. They never had one. Justin Fields, can he finally turn around the Chicago Bears? That's another team. They never had a good quarterback in their lives. And then you got the guy with the pitch bite in his suck ass. The guy from Alabama. What's his name? Mac Jones. He's gonna suck ass. He's a fat ass. Did you see his pro day? They were like measuring him. He has a belly. How the hell are you gonna have a belly?
Bro, he's the second coming of Tom Brady.
Jesus Christ.
Brady was kind of the same way.
And then Bill Belichick is for sure the GOAT if he gets another fucking star out of that. Then we got Trey Lance. Where you remember you were laughing, right? That you couldn't believe they traded up for Trey Lance. You're like, you're fucking a second division quarterback.
I mean, they could shut me up and he could be like the next Patty Mahomes.
Let me remember, like I just said, last time somebody came out of that school was a Carson Wentz who was completely overrated. So there's a reason they're playing in Division 2. There's a reason. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I think Kyle Shanahan is a much better coach than Doug Peterson, and he can do a better job of developing the kid. So we'll see. That could be potential. And then I think there was another one. Was there? It was Justin Fields,
the guy from BYU.
Oh yeah, the Jets. Oh my God, the Jets, dude. Knowing the Jets, they'll fuck it up. They'll find a way to fuck it up. Zach Wilson. Yeah.
Of all the teams, bro.
Man, I'm hoping. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be good. He's just too talented to be a bust. And then I think possibly Justin Fields with Chicago, he could be good. But then after that, I don't know. It might be.
Bro, they're putting a lot of belief in Justin Fields. Honestly, I think he's a winner, and I think he'll do good for the city of Chicago. Because to go from Michelle Trubisky to that kind of a player, it's going to be a massive upgrade on the football field. Like, you're going to see it immediately on the football field. Like, this kid's going to try to win these football games at all costs, right? Will he get injured? Will he risk too much? We're going to see. But it's at least from from the eye perspective, it's going to be great to see him on the field for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, hopefully they could really use a good quarterback. So hopefully, that's a big thing going on. That Daniel Bryan came out today, and CM Punk could be next. AEW making some moves. Yeah, White Sox, man, they lost today, but yeah, they got a big lead on Cleveland stack all day. Yeah,
that's insane. How all these ex WWE dudes are now going to AEW. It reminds me of like WCW. And the WWE back in the day. When they
got Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan.
yeah, Bret Hart, Macho Man, they got everyone, right?
I'm starting to think, dude. Like,
what if the same business, bro?
If they don't get their ass, they could have possibly take them out of business, man. I'm really starting to think so. Like, WWE's like,
so.
Did you see Charlotte? Charlotte flicked up the fans at her match on Sunday, and they shut off the lights so people wouldn't see the finger. Like, Stone Cold would have had a heart attack.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable how like soft WWE has gotten. Like, it's terrible. And if they don't get their shit together, AEW is gonna take them out of business, man. They're not messing around.
And the Cards, man, they just walked it off on the Cubs.
Congratulations, Kobe. He was pissed after what happened last night, so at least they redeemed themselves tonight. Congratulations.
This is kind of what I think about AEW and WWE. This is my take on it. I might be completely wrong because I don't really follow it that much. But I kind of think these companies might be working a little bit together because of the talent. Like, it's going from one company, and I kind of think like it's like WWE might be more for like younger audience, and AEW might try to be getting the older audience. But I don't know. I don't know if that's a right statement. You will tell me more than.
So I know some fans were saying that they do give you the same bag when you buy merchandise. That it's the same style of like bag. When you go to a WWE event, an AEW event, it's pretty similar. So they were saying that maybe that could be that's maybe they could work together because they give up like small details. I've heard. They were what was another thing they were talking about? How AEW never wants to go to they never want to directly compete with them. Like, so they have a show now on Fridays, but instead of being at the same time as SmackDown and trying to like compete with them, it's right after SmackDown. So that could make sense, because if you're trying to compete with a company, don't you want to have it at the same time? Try to kick their ass? And instead, you're going to air your show after SmackDown's over. So it is kind of like, and then they said, why don't you go to Mondays? And they're like, well, we don't want to compete with Monday Night Football. So
yeah, I wonder how that shit's gonna be when football comes back. They're like I did see the ratings were up for their Monday show.
oh yeah, I think SmackDown got over 2 million for the first time in a while, but it's because of the fans, man. Once that fucking fan shit goes down, it's gonna go back to sucking ass, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I think I mean, at this point, you want AEW to be good so that can motivate WWE.
Man, yeah. Who knows, man.
But I mean, there were like some. I'm forgetting some other stuff, but there were like some people that were. I watched the video, and this guy does point out a lot of like small stuff that they could be working together.
I mean, it makes sense if they work together a little bit, because they're in the same business, and it was dying, right? I mean, in terms of like ratings wise, right, bro?
Yeah.
When I used to watch Raw, like back in the day, they would get like 9 million people watching that shit, and like now it's like 1 million, or like 2 million, whatever. I mean, that's a huge, massive drop in the audience compared to how it was back then. So who knows? Behind the scenes, there could be a lot of shit going down that we don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean,
right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's to get it's to get ratings and entertain and all that shit.
I think there's an interview, a former wrestler saying something about how they're working together. Maybe if you just go to YouTube and Google it, like AEW together, maybe you'll find the interview. But there was some, I can't remember who it was, but there was some like ex-wrestler who was saying that he thinks they're working together. So, I mean, yeah, you're not the first one. A lot of people have said it, that the first night AEW came on, they said they fucking give you, when you buy a shirt at the concession stands, it's the same type of bag they give you in the WWE. So, yeah, there's some, like, if you look into it, it could be a possibility. Like I said, you're going to go to Fridays when you're going to go at 9 o'clock after SmackDown airs. Like, it's almost like, yeah, you're avoiding the competition.
Right. But I mean, as long as it's just like, if they offer a good product, and it's like, because from what I've read about AEW, I probably watched like 10 minutes of it in my life. I watched the match.
I watched it during the quarantine last year, and I thought it was like a lot of like groups. Like everybody's like in a group and shit. Like Jericho's the Inner Circle. Like, everybody's in a group. And then after a match, everybody just brawls with each other. It's I don't know, like,
man, I don't know either.
It's kind of like, it's more like that WCW vibe, I feel like. Everything's like a brawl.
Right.
I don't know. It's more like a wrestling show. Let's just say that. It's more. It's like wrestling. Where WWE has a different. Like WWE is more like a comedy soap opera. It's a little bit different.
Yeah, and Bigwood's in here. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Naomi went to SmackDown. Yeah, because of they're starting to do that. Kobe, because now that they're going back on the road, they promise that they're going to have their couples together. So that's why, because she's married to Jimmy Uso. So that's why they told them that once they would get back on the road, if you were a couple, you're back together. Hey, what up, Bigwood? They better give Liv Morgan the title by the end of Jason blew that lead. Oh my god, man, the Dodgers suck ass.
Oh man.
Yeah,
okay, the bullpen gave it up, right?
Ugh, Nikki ass. Almost a superhero. Mofo, what's up, man? Where you been? We haven't seen you since the Fillmore administration. Where you
Oh
been,
fuck,
man?
Jansen blew the lead. Oh man, he's actually been pitching pretty well this year, dude. But I guess not today, man.
I think London told me that he sucks when he pitches on back-to-back nights. So I don't know if he pitched last
Ah,
night or
okay. Man, Dave Roberts has been using a lot of the same dudes in the bullpen. Like Victor Gonzalez, he used them a lot and shit. And
not. Yeah.
man, Dave fucking Roberts, bro. Holy shit, man. We're still talking about how he's still questionable. You know, like all these
He
moves that he
literally went
makes are
to
just
the talent. The guy's a terrible manager. Like that team is too talented to fuck it up.
man. It is, dude.
I still can't believe in 2018 he was platooning Max Muncy and Cody Bellinger for left. Like he was
Right.
platooning them. If it was a left-hander, he would set him out. I mean, how the fuck
Looks
can you
like
set up?
looks like another walk off, bro. Another walk off like yesterday for the Dodgers.
That's gonna be
Maybe.
crazy. I still need download Discord because my Play Store for some reason not letting me. Okay, Dave Roberts pendejo. He's a pendejo. I just been spending time with my family that came down from Seattle. Oh, okay. Okay, I was wondering where the fuck you were. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. You're doing good, man. I'm happy you're doing good.
Oh man, Jansen just came up another double.
Oh shit.
Another fucking double, dude. On the slider, little slider that didn't really fucking move that much.
They play again tomorrow, right? It's 4 games.
4 game series,
Right
sees
now it's
Porcho.
1-1.
Yep.
Maybe if my mom's already sleeping, maybe I can put the game on Discord. Let me see.
Okay, yeah, we can end the
I'm not going to guarantee anything because let me see. If I don't do anything, it's because my mom's downstairs. But if not, maybe I'll put it on. All right, guys.
All right, man.
Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.
We'll see when we do the next one. I don't know. Right now, it's
Everything's down right now.
Once a week,
maybe like the trade deadline kind of. Maybe we'll do one for like the trade.
All right,
like,
so that'll be the 31st. Yeah, well, maybe like every Sunday. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe every Sunday night because we might. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's good. Dude. Something like that, like once a week, just to
once a week.
Recap everything.
Once a week, talking about sports. Definitely gonna do Sunday nights when September rolls around for football. So yeah, I mean maybe this was supposed to be last night, but shit happened. But we were supposed to do this last night, obviously after the game.
Nope. Celebration happened.
So, Memorabilia got drunk. I got some stuff to do. But yeah, this was actually supposed to be last night. But oh well. Maybe we'll be back on Sunday, or maybe we'll wait until next Sunday. Because, I mean, we want to let a week pass. Well, maybe there'll be enough news with NFL training camp opening up.
Yeah, we have the draft, NBA draft coming up, and the MLB trade line, and the NFL camps opening up.
Yeah, so we'll probably be back. Maybe on Sunday we'll be back on Sunday. I can't believe the White Sox are 20 games over. Yeah, it's amazing. The other day I was looking at the starting lineup. It was just Abreu, Moncada, Tim Anderson. After that, it was 6 minor leaguers. It's amazing how they keep winning. Shout out to Tony La Russa. It's amazing. Now they got that other. So Mercedes just retired, but no problem. They got that other kid coming in now, Gavin Sheets. They just keep rolling them out there.
He's a big fucking player. I finally saw him hit. He's like 6'3", 6'4".
He over 6 feet tall, 300 pounds.
Strong, bro.
Big motherfucker. Big. That's what a DH looks like. Big motherfucker. Could be an offensive lineman in football. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll probably be back on Sunday, and that's probably go from there. And we'll keep it up, and then maybe we'll add another day on during football season, maybe like on Wednesday to do a pick-em. But, yeah, for now, we'll probably just be on once a week on Sundays. But, yeah, that's it. Until next time, we're like a light.